Welcome to the Influencer Podcast, your go-to hub for influencer marketing, e-commerce, and affiliate strategies. Follow us to uncover success stories, expert advice, and practical insights to elevate your brand. This is the Influencer Podcast, your guide to mastering influence and transforming your business. Stay tuned.
All right, so anyone selling online these days knows that e-commerce is
Well, it's massive. Yeah.
it's massive.
It is.
Yeah, and we're talking about some serious numbers here in 2025. Projections are showing something like $6.8 trillion globally
Yeah. 6.8 trillion.
in revenue. That's more than a fifth of all retail sales happening online.
That's right. And think about the number of shoppers, too. We're talking about 2.8 billion digital shoppers worldwide.
2.8 billion shoppers. Yeah, I mean, that's a fundamental shift in how people buy things, isn't it?
It really is. But here's the thing with all those shoppers comes a whole lot of competition. There are over 28 million online stores out there, all vying for those same customers.
28 million.
That's
It's a crowded space.
Yeah, it's a crowded space. And that means the old ways of doing business online, just setting up a basic website and hoping for the best, those days are long gone.
Absolutely. You really need to understand the forces that are shaping e-commerce today if you want to not just survive, but actually thrive in this environment. And that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive today. We're here to help you cut through all the noise and figure out what really matters in the world of online shopping.
Yeah, we're going to bring you up to speed quickly and thoroughly without overwhelming you with too much information.
Yeah, we want to make sure you walk away feeling like you've got a really solid grasp on what's happening and what it means for you, whether you're a business owner, a marketer, or just someone who's curious about the future of shopping.
It's all about understanding the big picture, but also getting those actionable insights that you can actually put to use.
Right. So to kick things off, we're going to take a close look at 5 of the most crucial trends that are shaping e-commerce in 2025.
These are the trends that are really going to define the future of online buying and selling, so it's essential to understand them.
So first up, we have artificial intelligence, or AI, and how it's driving hyper-personalized shopping experiences. AI is already being used in so many aspects of our lives, and in e-commerce, it's enabling a level of personalization that was unimaginable just a few years ago.
That's right. We're talking about online stores that know you intimately. They understand your preferences, your buying habits, and even your current mood.
Then we'll move on to the evolution of social commerce, which is where social media and shopping collide. It's becoming increasingly seamless to discover and purchase products directly within social media platforms.
It's no longer just about liking and sharing. It's about buying and selling right there in your social feed.
And we can't ignore the growing importance of sustainability. Consumers are becoming much more eco-conscious, and they're expecting the businesses they support to reflect those values.
Sustainable e-commerce is no longer a niche trend. It's becoming a core expectation for shoppers.
Then for the tech-savvy folks out there, we'll explore headless commerce. It's a more flexible approach to building online stores that allows businesses to adapt to new channels and technologies more easily.
Think of it like building with Legos. You can mix and match different components to create a custom solution that fits your specific needs.
And last but not least, we'll dive into the metaverse and the rise of immersive shopping experiences. This is where things get really futuristic, with augmented reality, virtual reality, and virtual worlds becoming new frontiers for e-commerce.
It's still early days, but the metaverse has the potential to completely redefine how we shop and interact with brands.
Yeah, this is some seriously cutting-edge stuff. Now, to give you some context for this deep dive, we've been analyzing a wide range of sources, from industry reports and expert interviews to real-world case studies.
We've been digging deep to understand what's really driving these trends, how they're playing out in practice, and what they mean for businesses of all sizes.
Our goal is to give you a clear, concise overview of the most important insights and takeaways so you can stay ahead of the curve.
So let's jump in and start exploring these trends in more detail.
So let's talk about AI and personalization. I mean, seriously, shoppers in 2025, they're going to expect online stores to know them like the back of their hand, right?
Oh, absolutely. They're going to demand that level of personalized attention. It's going to be the new normal.
It's almost like walking into your favorite local shop where they know your name, they know what you like, and they can make recommendations that are actually spot on. But now it's happening at scale online.
And AI is what's making that possible. It's able to analyze vast amounts of data to understand each customer's unique preferences and tailor their experience accordingly.
So we're not just talking about seeing your name at the top of a website. We're
I
talking about a completely customized shopping journey from the products you see to the offers you receive.
Right. It's about dynamically presenting the right content to the right person at the right time. It's all about relevance.
And here's a statistic that really drives that point home. 78% of consumers say they're more likely to make a repeat purchase from a brand if they've received personalized content.
That's a huge number. It shows that personalization isn't just a nice to have, it's a key driver of customer loyalty and repeat business.
So forget those generic one-size-fits-all homepages. In 2025, your online shopping experience is going to be uniquely tailored to you.
Imagine this, you visit an e-commerce site, and the homepage you see is different from what someone else sees based on your past browsing history, your purchase history, and even your real-time behavior.
And it goes way beyond the homepage, too. This dynamic content delivery is happening everywhere, from search results to email marketing to product recommendations.
The goal is to make every interaction with the customer feel hyper-relevant and engaging.
And speaking of anticipating needs, let's talk about predictive analytics. This is where AI really starts to show its power.
Predictive analytics is all about using machine learning to anticipate what a customer might want next based on their past behavior and other data points.
It's like those customers who bought this also bought that suggestions, but on steroids.
Exactly. And it's not just about product recommendations.
Mm.
AI can also be used to predict things like what a customer might add to their cart or what kind of promotions they might be most receptive to.
And this isn't just beneficial for the customer, it's also incredibly valuable for businesses because it helps them make smarter decisions about inventory management and marketing.
Absolutely. For example, a fashion retailer could use AI to analyze weather patterns and a customer's past purchases to proactively recommend items they might need for the upcoming season.
So let's say you bought a light jacket from them last spring. As the weather starts to turn colder, they could automatically start showing you ads or sending you emails featuring warmer coats and styles you've purchased before.
And the results speak for themselves. Studies have shown that personalization driven by AI can lead to an average sales increase of 20%. That's significant.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. Let's talk about dynamic pricing.
Dynamic pricing is essentially the ability to adjust prices in real time based on a variety of factors, such as supply and demand, competition, customer behavior, and even individual preferences.
So say goodbye to those static price tags. We're entering an era where prices can fluctuate constantly based on what AI determines to be the optimal price at any given moment.
It's a highly sophisticated approach to pricing that allows businesses to maximize their revenue while also providing customers with a more personalized experience.
For example, a loyal customer who frequently makes purchases might see slightly lower prices as a reward for their loyalty, while a first-time visitor might be offered a special introductory discount to encourage them to make a purchase.
And it's not just a theory. Major companies like Amazon are already using dynamic pricing extensively. In fact, they reportedly change their prices over 2.5 million times every day.
2.5 million, that's mind-boggling.
It is, but it's a testament to the power of AI and its ability to optimize pricing in real time. And studies have shown that dynamic pricing can boost profitability by up to 22%.
That's a huge potential impact on the bottom line. Now let's move on to customer service, which is another area where AI is making a major impact.
In 2025, chatbots are going to be much more than just automated response systems. They're going to be powered by sophisticated AI capable of understanding and responding to complex customer inquiries in a natural and human-like way.
Think natural language processing and large language models like what you see with ChatGPT.
Exactly. These AI-powered chatbots will be able to handle a wide range of customer service tasks, from answering product questions to processing returns, to providing technical support.
And the beauty of it is they can do it 24/7 without ever needing a break.
That's right, they provide instant support around the clock, which is something that's simply not possible with human agents alone.
And as they interact with more customers, they learn and improve, becoming even more effective over time.
It's estimated that AI could power as much as 95% of all customer interactions by 2025.
95%, that's a staggering number. It really shows how AI is transforming the customer service landscape.
And it's not just about. Efficiency studies have shown that a positive experience with an AI-powered chatbot can actually increase customer satisfaction by as much as 20%.
So it's a win-win for both businesses and customers. Now let's distill all of this down to some actionable insights for you.
If you're running an online business, the first thing you need to do is start breaking down those data silos to get a complete 360-degree view of your customer.
That means integrating data from all your different touch points, your website, your CRM, your social media, your email marketing platform, everything.
The more data you can feed into your AI algorithms, the better they'll be able to personalize the customer experience.
And you'll definitely want to consider investing in AI-powered platforms. Whether it's for product recommendations, search optimization, or dynamic pricing, there are a ton of great solutions out there that can help you take your e-commerce game to the next level.
But remember, it's not just about implementing the technology, it's about using it effectively.
Yeah.
You need to constantly test and monitor your personalization efforts to make sure they're actually delivering value to your customers and not creeping them out.
Transparency is key here. Be upfront with your customers about how you're using their data and give them the option to opt out of certain personalization features if they want.
And if you're using AI chatbots, make sure there's always a clear path for customers to reach a human agent if they need to. Sometimes a human touch is still required.
All right, let's move on to our second trend, the evolution of social commerce. This is where shopping and social media become one.
Yeah, the lines are blurring more and more every day. It's becoming increasingly common to discover and purchase products directly within social media platforms.
And the numbers tell the story. In the US alone, social commerce sales are projected to jump from about $30 billion in 2022 to a whopping $80 billion by 2025.
And globally, it's expected to be $1 trillion market.
$1 trillion, it's just insane.
It is. But it makes sense when you think about how much time people spend on social media these days. It's where they're discovering new products, connecting with brands, and getting inspiration for their next purchase.
And platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, they're all making it easier than ever to shop within their apps.
They're adding features like shoppable posts, integrated checkout, and live shopping events where you can watch influencers demonstrate products and buy them in real time.
It's like QVC for the digital age.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's incredibly effective. Well-executed live shopping events can have conversion rates as high as 30%.
30%. That's like 10 times higher than what you typically see with traditional e-commerce.
It's because it creates a sense of urgency and excitement. It's like being at a flash sale, but you can do it from the comfort of your own couch.
And let's not forget about the power of influencers in driving social commerce. They're the tastemakers, the trendsetters, and they have a huge influence on what people buy.
People trust their favorite influencers, and they're more likely to buy products that they recommend.
And it's not just the big-name celebrities with millions of followers. It's often the micro-influencers with small but highly engaged audiences who are the most effective.
They have a more authentic connection with their followers, and their recommendations feel more genuine.
And brands are taking notice. They're investing heavily in influencer marketing, and they're creating dedicated social commerce strategies.
It's no longer just about posting pretty pictures on Instagram. It's about creating a cohesive shopping experience that spans across all your social media channels.
Looking to connect with your audience and make your product go viral? Meet Influencer.com, the end-to-end marketplace that connects you with over 1 million Instagram and TikTok influencers for free. With no subscriptions or fees, Influencer.com makes it easy to find the perfect collaboration partners for your brand instantly. Its AI-powered system does the heavy lifting, matching you with influencers based on niche demographics, past performance, and engagement. Start your campaign directly from your influencer dashboard or your Shopify store in seconds. Manage everything from inviting influencers and negotiating deals to secure payments and performance analytics all in one place. Handle influencer-curated lists, affiliate marketing, and content creation, even translated into 200+ languages, all without paying any platform fees. Unlimited use, forever free. Visit influencer.com today and take your brand to the next level.
So what are some key takeaways for you here? First, make sure you have a presence on the major social commerce platforms.
That means setting up shoppable profiles on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Treat your social media channels as legitimate sales channels, not just marketing tools.
Make sure your inventory is synced across all your platforms and that your promotional offers are consistent.
Invest in creating high-quality, engaging content that showcases your products in a compelling way.
Work with influencers who align with your brand values and who have a genuine connection with your target audience.
Experiment with live shopping events and see if they resonate with your audience.
And don't forget about the power of AI. AI can help you target your social commerce efforts more effectively and personalize the shopping experience for each individual customer.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about sustainable e-commerce. This is a trend that's only going to become more important in the years to come.
Absolutely. Consumers are increasingly demanding that the brands they buy from are environmentally and socially responsible.
And they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're willing to pay more for sustainable products, and they're more likely to be loyal to brands that share their values.
We're seeing this play out in a number of ways, from the rise of eco-friendly packaging to the growing demand for carbon-neutral shipping options.
Let's start with packaging. Consumers are increasingly wary of the amount of waste generated by e-commerce packaging, and they're looking for more sustainable alternatives.
They want to see things like recyclable materials, biodegradable materials, and compostable materials being used.
And they're willing to pay a premium for it. In fact, studies have shown that over half of consumers have chosen a product specifically because of its sustainable packaging.
That's a huge number. It shows that sustainable packaging is no longer just a nice-to-have. It's a key differentiator for brands.
And then there's shipping. Consumers are increasingly concerned about the carbon footprint of their online purchases, and they're demanding that retailers take steps to reduce their environmental impact.
They want to see things like carbon offset programs, electric delivery vehicles, and optimized delivery routes.
And again, they're willing to pay more for it. Nearly half of consumers say they would pay extra for greener shipping options.
This is forcing retailers to rethink their entire logistics operations and to invest in more sustainable solutions.
But sustainability goes beyond just packaging and shipping. It's about the entire product life cycle, from sourcing to manufacturing to end-of-life disposal.
Consumers want to know where the products they're buying come from, how they're made, and what happens to them when they're no longer needed.
They're looking for transparency, traceability, and accountability from the brands they support.
And they're rewarding brands that are doing things the right way. Sustainable products are growing 2.7 times faster than conventional products.
2.7 times. That's incredible. It shows that sustainability is not just good for the planet, it's good for business.
Absolutely. So what are some key takeaways for you here?
First and foremost, integrate sustainability into your entire e-commerce value chain. Don't just think of it as an afterthought.
That means looking at everything from your product sourcing and manufacturing to your packaging and shipping to your returns and end-of-life management.
Be transparent with your customers about your sustainability goals and the progress you're making.
Don't be afraid to tell your story. People want to know what you're doing to make a difference.
Explore circular economy models like take-back programs and resale marketplaces.
These are great ways to reduce waste and keep products in circulation for longer.
And finally, be authentic. Don't greenwash. Consumers are savvy, and they can spot a fake from a mile away.
Sustainability is about doing the right thing, not just saying the right thing.
Okay, let's move on to our fourth trend, headless commerce. Now, this one might sound a bit technical, but it's actually a really important concept to understand.
Headless commerce is essentially a way of separating the front end of your online store from the back end. This gives you much more flexibility and control over your technology stack.
Think of it like this: with a traditional e-commerce platform, everything is tightly integrated. The front end, the back end, the database, they're all bundled together.
But with headless commerce, you decouple those components. The front end and the back end communicate with each other through APIs, which are essentially sets of instructions that allow different systems to talk to each other.
So what's the benefit of this? Well, it gives you a lot more freedom and flexibility. You can choose the best-of-breed technologies for each part of your stack.
For example, you could use a cutting-edge front-end framework like React to build a lightning-fast and highly engaging user experience, while still using a robust and reliable e-commerce platform for your back-end.
You're not limited by the capabilities of a single monolithic platform.
Yeah.
You can mix and match different components to create a custom solution that perfectly fits your needs.
And because the front end and back end are decoupled, you can make changes to one without affecting the other.
This makes it much easier to experiment with new features, launch new channels, and adapt to changing market conditions.
You can also scale your business more easily because you can scale each component of your stack independently.
And here's another big advantage. Headless commerce enables true omnichannel consistency. You can use the same back-end system to power all your different touchpoints: your website, your mobile app, your social media, your in-store kiosks, everything.
This ensures that customers have a seamless and consistent experience, no matter how they choose to interact with your brand.
So is headless commerce right for everyone?
Well, it depends. It's definitely a more complex approach than using a traditional e-commerce platform.
It requires more technical expertise, and it can be more expensive to implement.
But for businesses that need maximum flexibility, scalability, and control over their technology stack, it's definitely worth considering.
And the adoption rate is growing rapidly. More and more businesses are realizing the benefits of headless commerce.
In fact, over 90% of businesses that haven't yet adopted headless commerce say they're planning to do so in the next 12 months.
That's a pretty clear indication that this is a trend that's here to stay.
Are you an Amazon seller dreaming of explosive sales growth? Tired of struggling to reach new customers? You're not alone. Scaling your Amazon business can be tough, but what if there was a secret weapon? Introducing AlgoRift, the all-in-one Amazon affiliate platform that connects you with over 100,000 eager affiliates ready to promote your products across the web. Imagine this: a massive army of influencers and content creators, all working to drive traffic and sales directly to your Amazon listings. With AlgoRift, this dream becomes a reality. AlgoRift simplifies the entire Amazon affiliate marketing process. Simply connect your Amazon account, sync your products, and set your personalized commission rates. Then invite top-notch affiliates to join your program, all within the AlgoRift platform. No more messy spreadsheets, complicated tracking links, or juggling multiple platforms. AlgoRift.ai handles it all. You can chat directly with your affiliates, negotiate personalized commissions, and manage all your payments in one convenient place. Ready to maximize the power of affiliate marketing? Visit AlgoRift.ai today and claim your free trial. AlgoRift.ai. Connect, collaborate, conquer.
So if you're thinking about making the switch to headless commerce, here are a few key things to keep in mind.
First, make sure you have a clear understanding of your business goals and how headless commerce can help you achieve them.
Second, invest in strong API capabilities and make sure your team has the technical expertise to manage a headless architecture. Third, prioritize site speed and user experience. These are critical factors for success in e-commerce today.
And fourth, plan for omnichannel consistency from the start. Make sure your data is unified across all your touchpoints.
Headless commerce is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet. It's important to use it strategically and to make sure it's the right fit for your business.
All right, let's wrap things up with our fifth and final trend: the metaverse and the rise of immersive shopping experiences.
This is where things get really exciting. We're talking about a whole new world of possibilities for e-commerce.
The metaverse is essentially a network of interconnected virtual worlds where people can interact with each other and with digital objects.
Think of it like the internet, but instead of just browsing web pages, you can actually step inside a virtual environment and experience it firsthand.
And for e-commerce, this opens up a whole new realm of possibilities.
Brands can create virtual storefronts where customers can browse products, try them on virtually, and even make purchases.
They can host virtual events like fashion shows, product launches, and meet and greets with influencers.
They can even create digital-only products that can only be purchased and used within the metaverse.
Like virtual clothing accessories and even real estate.
Exactly. We're already seeing this happening today. Brands like Nike and Gucci are selling virtual sneakers and handbags for avatars in games like Roblox and Fortnite.
And those virtual goods are generating real revenue. Nike reportedly made over $185 million from NFT and digital sneaker sales.
$185 million, that's not chump change.
It shows that people are willing to spend real money on digital items, especially if they have social value within the metaverse.
And it's not just about virtual worlds. Augmented reality is also playing a big role in immersive shopping experiences.
AR allows you to overlay digital content onto the real world using your smartphone or AR glasses.
This can be used for things like virtual try-ons, where you can see how a piece of clothing would look on you without actually having to physically try it on.
Or you could use AR to see how a piece of furniture would look in your living room before you buy it.
AR is already being used by brands like IKEA, Warby Parker, Sephora, and Amazon.
And it's only going to become more prevalent in the years to come. It's estimated that 1/3 of U.S. shoppers will be using AR by 2025.
And among Gen Z, the number is even higher, with 92% saying they're interested in using AR for shopping.
That's a huge potential market, and it shows that immersive shopping experiences are here to stay.
So what are some key takeaways for you here?
First, start experimenting with AR features for your existing products. There are a lot of great tools and platforms available that make it easy to get started.
You could use AR to create virtual try-ons, product demos, or interactive shopping experiences.
Second, explore metaverse partnerships or pilot programs on existing platforms that align with your brand.
Start small and see what works. You don't need to build your own metaverse from scratch.
Third, upskill your team or collaborate with creatives who have expertise in 3D art, AR, and VR development.
This is a rapidly evolving field, and you need to have the right talent on board to stay ahead of the curve.
Fourth, keep an eye on developments in AR and VR hardware.
As these technologies become more affordable and accessible, they'll have an even bigger impact on e-commerce.
And finally, remember to stay practical and customer-centric. Focus on solving problems and delighting customers in new and innovative ways.
Don't just jump on the metaverse bandwagon because it's trendy. Make sure it makes sense for your business and that it adds value for your customers.
So there you have it, 5 key trends that are shaping the future of e-commerce.
These trends are all interconnected, and they're all driven by the same underlying force, the rising expectations of consumers.
Consumers today expect convenience, personalization, value alignment, consistent availability, and innovative experiences.
And the brands that can deliver on those expectations are the ones that will thrive in the years to come.
So what's the key takeaway for you?
The future of e-commerce is smarter, more social, more sustainable, more flexible, and more immersive.
The companies that will succeed are the ones that embrace these trends and use them to create truly delightful customer experiences.
It's no longer enough to just sell products online. You need to create a complete ecosystem that meets the needs of today's demanding consumers.
So as you plan for the future of your business, keep these trends in mind and think about how you can leverage them to create a winning e-commerce strategy.
The future is full of possibilities, and the brands that are willing to adapt and innovate are the ones that will come out on top.
So what's the one thing we want you to walk away with today?
The future e-commerce is in your hands. You have the power to shape it.
So go out there and make it happen.
And that wraps up our deep dive into the 5 key trends shaping e-commerce in 2025. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Wish your videos could speak the world's language? Imagine your videos breaking through language barriers and reaching billions more people who speak over 200 languages different from yours. Whether you're a brand, influencer, or podcaster,
Sé per te è importante quanto per If smelling good 24 hours. Si pour toi il est aussi important. Si para ti es tan importante como para mí oler rico 24 horas.
language shouldn't hold you back from reaching larger audiences. Create a video and distribute it in 200+ languages. How does that sound? Our AI-powered video translation makes it possible with just a click. So why limit your reach? Work smarter. Create one video and turn it into 200+ localized versions.
Horas al día. Tengo que recomendarte Cleansen.
Whether you're a business expanding globally, an influencer connecting with diverse followers, or a YouTuber growing your channel, one thing is clear. Language barriers are a thing of the past. With just a few clicks, you can translate your videos into multiple languages,
Would you like me to translate that?
instantly connecting with audiences worldwide. It's simple. Upload your video. Choose the languages to translate to. Let our AI work its magic. In minutes, your video will be transformed with accurate tone, voice, subtitles, and even voiceover options, ready to captivate audiences in any language.
Last a very long time on your body. There are fragrances for both
Don't wait. The world is watching. Join thousands of businesses, influencers, and content creators who trust our AI to take their content to a global stage. It's time to start up. Brand ID is your digital hub.